As we approach the 2025 season, it's clear that Caitlin Clark's biggest challenge might not be the competition, but rather the WNBA referees. Many fans are wondering why I'm already calling out the officials before the season even starts. Well, after reviewing some of the worst calls from Caitlin's 2024 season, I've got to say, these referees need to be held accountable for their mistakes. Let me break it down. Caitlin Clark faced immense pressure last season, coming off a national championship game and transitioning into the WNBA spotlight. We all understand the challenges she was up against, but the referees played a significant role in the physical toll she endured. There were countless instances where obvious fouls went uncalled, and Caitlin was subjected to rough play without any repercussions. Take, for example, a situation where DJ Curran poked Caitlin in the eye. The referees didn't call anything, and that really made me question how many other times they dropped the ball when it came to protecting Caitlin. In contrast, Caitlin was slapped with a technical foul for hitting the backboard in frustration, yet there were no calls when an opponent clotheslined her. If the referees had just started calling fouls when Caitlin was physically assaulted on the court, maybe the pressure she faced in 2024 would have been minimized. This issue needs to be addressed heading into the 2025 season. No more missed calls, no more letting the referees off the hook. Now, while the Indiana Fever front office has done everything they can to build a strong team around Caitlin, ensuring they're ready for a playoff run, the one lingering issue remains the referees. The Fever have all the pieces in place, but the officials need to step up their game. I'm not letting up on them because they were, without a doubt, some of Caitlin's biggest haters last season. Let's take a look at some of the worst calls from 2024. For instance, Caitlin was called for an offensive foul during a play that clearly didn't deserve it. Then there was a moment in a September game when Caitlin was blatantly fouled twice in a row, with no calls from the refs. In another instance, she was impacted by an opponent during a shot, but no foul was called. Perhaps the most frustrating moment came when Caitlin received a technical for hitting the backboard after missing a shot. The referee deemed it disrespectful to the game, even though it was a personal frustration, not something directed at anyone else. This was a clear example of the referees making poor decisions. As we head into the 2025 season, the referees are the only obstacle left. It's time for them to be held accountable for their mistakes. Fans need to watch every move they make because, if last season was any indication, Caitlin Clark is in for another tough ride if the officials don't do better.